This is Jim Van Grift saying welcome to the City Show. This is a special edition of the City Show for fall sports. We're going to cover boys and girls cross country today, boys and girls soccer, and boys golf. So we want to get started right away with girls cross country and their coach. He's also the boys cross country coach. Been here for years, good runner in college and so on, and a Coleraine graduate, an Ohio Northern graduate, and been a while since you. So, Coach Birkin, just tell us about how things are going this year.
I think so far things are going pretty well for our program. Currently, the girls are ranked 9th in the state, and the boys are ranked 14th. That's two of the highest rankings we've ever had. We've been ranked every week the entire year. We have 7 girls that have run 20-24 or faster this year. We have 7 guys that have run 17:06 or faster. And at one point we even had a race where our boys team had a spread of 16 seconds from 1 to 5.
Coach, is this collectively maybe the most talented groups you've had, boys and girls both?
I do believe that. I think this is the deepest we've ever been. Girls-wise, Faith Duncan is obviously our number 1 runner. She currently has the fastest time in the state, which is nice up front. And then we have a group of girls. I mean, the fact that we just said we have 7 under 20, 24. Usually you break 21 minutes and you can get a varsity letter. That's not happening this year. It's going to take a little faster time to get there.
Yeah, that's phenomenal for the program that we've had, and it just keeps going up. Now, how many more rankings will we have prior to going into the district?
So we've got our competition this Saturday at Ross, and then that'll be the end of the regular season. We'll have ECC will be the next one. It'll be our first opportunity to compete in the ECC since this is our first year, since leaving the GWalk. And then we'll have districts. So we are 3 weeks away from racing at the district meet. Things are going to be a little different in terms of districts. Usually they run one big mega district for Dayton, where they run all the teams together, and then first and second both are, quote, district champs because we run 2 races together. This year they can't do that with the restrictions, and so I'll be attending a meeting on Sunday this week to pick which race we're going to be in.
You can pick how you want. Do you get to see the field of who's running before you pick, or is it I pick first or I pick last, or put you where you want to? What choices do you have?
Usually they seed the teams. This year they're going to use Ohio Mile Splits rankings. And so we're probably going to pick 2nd or 3rd is my guess based on time. And when we pick, I've asked both groups, who it is we'd like to go race against to compete for a district title. And so we'll just look at who's on the board and make the best decision we can at that point.
Mm-hmm. Does it really make any difference in the end?
In the end, one race does qualify more than the other. So out of the 2 races, one race will qualify 4 girls teams, the other one only 3. And in the boys, we'll have one race qualifies 5 and the other one only qualifies 4 teams. And so there is a little bit of strategy in terms of your comfort level and how many teams are going to be able to qualify out of that race.
At what site?
It's going to be at Cedarville University.
Great place to run.
It is.
Great facility up there.
It is.
Uh-huh. You're in there as a college student?
I did run there as a college student several times.
Uh-huh. Well, tell me, what determines a restriction on who's allowed to come to the meet or watch the meet or be in the vicinity?
Well, we've had a variety this season. Our first 2 races this year, we actually had no spectators, and so that was an experience. We did everything we could to live stream the event. We found ways to post live videos on Twitter. We tried to do Instagram live and that kind of stuff, so then that way parents could watch from home. We've also had other events where you can only invite 2 people. There are also times where we can only take kids that are racing, so kids that are dinged up and are not able to compete yet for some reason. Usually we can take those and kind of build that team camaraderie and support each other, and we're not allowed to do that at some of these events, which has been tough. But moving forward, I believe it is going to be 2 per athlete.
Okay, now that I've started several meets this fall, and your meet, we started the meet, boom, watched them go, 100 yards, all right, we got a race. I looked around and there's no one but me in that big field up there at the high school. No one.
Yeah, it's different, isn't it?
Yes, it's very different, and I'm sure it's different for the athletes. I started another meet where there was people all over the course, lined up on the finish line, coming in and so on. And I'm going to say, wait a minute here. What's the contrast here? Do you know?
In the end, there are rules, and each school district kind of has to make their own decision in terms of what their comfort level is to make sure they're following protocols. And so early season meets, I think, erred on the side of caution, and we're very conservative. And I think as the season's moved on, people have kind of loosened that up a little bit and are inviting more teams. We're able to have a little bigger race. And then have more spectators there. Because we've gone to some races this year that literally there's been 5 teams on the start line. So they've been pretty small in comparison to races we went to last year would have 30 teams.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Yep.
Well, tell me, with the no spectators and athletes on their own and so on, have you found the meets that you're in a few more Cincinnati since you're in the ECC versus Dayton meets that you attend or you enter into?
Yeah, this year we had to change up our schedule a little bit. We ran into the situation where we liked racing the GWAC schools in the season, and they went to GWAC only, so they were not allowed to have us compete against them. And so we had to find some different meets this year. We also usually travel out of state one time, and we're kind of not supposed to travel really far. So we did a whole lot of racing of competing against ECC programs and GMC programs, and we did what we could to give ourselves a variety of meet. We chose some races that would be maybe a little easier in terms of competition. We could run towards the front. But we also wanted to make sure we're ready for the postseason. And so some of the coaches in the area that have some decent programs, we literally started communicating with each other like, hey, can we put together a small meet that's got, all top-ranked programs? And we did that at Voice of America Park, just over a week ago. We competed in a race where literally every program is 4 out of the 5 teams on the girls' side were ranked in the top 10 in the state, and all 5 programs on the boys' side were ranked in the state, and so it was a highly competitive race.
Well, Coach, I don't need to ask you. I normally ask the coaches about, how do you see yourself in the conference meet? It's one for the boys and one for the girls.
That's the target.
That's right.
We're gonna have some competition though. Loveland has a great program on the girls' side. They're currently ranked 4th or 5th in the state, and on the boys' side, they're probably a top 10 team in the state as well. And we can battle with them. I think it's gonna be a great competition though between the 2 schools.
Great. Well, you had 14 athletes out here. You have 7 boys and 7 girls, and we're going to talk with them here in a minute. Right. I really appreciate you coming in and spending some time, because we're cutting in your practice time right now. So we're going to talk to them. We've just told the girls to come up and introduce themselves and what year of school and when they started running, what's their biggest event that they've been in, what they want to do, et cetera, et cetera. So we're not be here half an hour. I don't know.
We might be.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you very much. Yep. All right, and number 1, you know the drill. Okay, just start talking.
Hi, my name is Hope Carr. I'm a senior, and my favorite running memory from this season was winning the home meet in a 3-way tie. So it went to the 6th runner, and that was pretty exciting.
Don't get any more exciting than that, because everybody's in suspension. Wait. We knew we were finished, but that 6th runner come in there. Who started you running?
I started running in 7th grade, and I've just loved the people and the community that comes with it, and yeah, I've just stuck with it ever since.
Senior, future thoughts?
I don't know exactly where I'm going yet, but I've been looking at a few colleges, and I'm hoping to go D1, so we'll see.
And you intend to extend your running too?
Yes.
Great. Well, congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Abby Taylor. I'm a junior, and some of my favorite memories from this season was at the Eaton meet. We finished first. Our girls went 1, 3, 4, 5, and it was a really tough course, had a lot of hills, but we had a great day as a team.
I mean, you let somebody finish in there at Eaton between the 3, 4, and 5? What's your best place to run, favorite place to run?
I really like the course down in Terre Haute, Indiana, when we run out of state. It's our Nike race we go to each year. It's a fun course, and they run NCAAs on it each year.
Do you intend to run after? I know you're junior, but after next year, do you intend to keep running?
I would like to run in college, yeah.
What's the most exciting part of a race for you?
I like finishing when there's a bunch of spectators at the end for like the last 800. When it comes down to the line, it's really fun.
What was your thoughts at our meet when we started here and you come to the finish line and there's nothing but just a line to cross?
It was a little bit challenging getting used to having no spectators and it being really quiet, but in the end we adapted and it still worked out and we raced well.
Good, good. Well, congratulations and good luck, especially ECC and on to the state.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Anna Packer and I'm a junior. And I'd say some of my favorite memories from the season is just like hanging out with the girls team.
When did you start running competitively?
High school.
High school?
Yeah.
And did your mother and dad run?
Both of them actually ran.
Did
yes.
they?
Yes.
Well, good. Well, you didn't have a choice if you wanted to eat supper.
No.
Where'd they run at? What high school? Do you remember?
One of them grew up in Illinois and one of them grew up in New York. So
How'd they find Lebanon, Ohio?
they actually met at UD.
Okay.
So
Okay, good. And after next year, you plan to go to college?
yes.
UD?
No.
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 Okay. Well, congratulations. Good luck.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Zyla Moeller and I'm a junior. And this season so far has been really exciting and I'm so excited to see where it takes us for the rest of it.
How does your time this year compare to coming up from your freshman year to your sophomore year, progressing to your junior year?
My freshman year was okay and then my sophomore year was better than my freshman year. So far this season I am not where I would want to be, but I'm hoping I'll get there.
Will you ever be where you want to be?
If I get the right mentality, then I can get there.
Your mother and father run?
My mom did a little
Did
bit.
she?
Yeah.
So when did you really think seriously? You got your freshman year and you started. What pulled you along to make you stay out on a team that's got 50, 60 girls on it?
I mean, just like the community here, and like I just like being with everyone. And even if I didn't have the best race and like I felt like quitting, they would encourage me to continue.
Great. Keep that great attitude.
Thank you.
Good luck and thank you.
Hi, I'm Riley McKinney. I'm going to be a junior this year and looking forward to running our first time in conference for the ECCs. So,
Okay. When did you start?
I started running 7th grade junior high.
And your brothers and sisters older than you ran?
No, I have younger siblings.
They going to run?
My brother did run the junior high, but he does not run anymore.
Okay. Mom or dad run?
No, I had a few uncles that ran track.
Okay. Where?
You
don't
They
know.
ran in Lebanon.
Where did
but
your mom and dad go to high school?
They both went to Lebanon.
Okay. And you're staying in Lebanon. You like high school?
Yeah.
You like to study?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to ask you a question I haven't asked anybody before. How do you like the online or versus in the classroom?
I'd rather be in the classroom for sure. It's a lot easier, with teachers right in front of you.
Everybody will be back, won't they?
Yeah. But it was definitely tough with the online. But, I mean, we got used to it and we just, went with the flow.
Junior, you got another year ahead of you.
Yeah.
Good. And to college after that?
Yeah. Plan on maybe running in college. That would be nice.
Well, good. Well, good luck and thank you and win the ECC.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Teresa Olding. I'm a
You may pull this down if you want.
sophomore, and I'm mostly thankful for the opportunity to run this season.
Great attitude.
Thank
Great
you.
attitude. You are going to continue, say, the opportunity this year. In the past, did there anything holding you back, something I'm missing here, or?
Well, I didn't run in junior high, so last year was my first year of cross country, and I think I just I progressed a lot over the summer, so it's been a much better season this year.
Any other sports besides cross country?
No, track.
I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Those coaches get a hold of you in the spring. They're going to say we have to run track and so on.
Yeah.
Mom or dad run?
No.
Neither one of them. You're the first in the family to run?
Yes.
Yeah. And you just hung right in there, no matter how
Thank
cold
you.
or how windy or how wet or whatever. Well, good. Okay. Good luck and
Thank you.
in the ECC and on the state.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hi.
2020,
Yeah.
Lebanon cross country. Good shirt.
Hi, I'm Elena Wilson. I'm a freshman, and yeah,
That's all, huh? Freshmen
Yeah.
don't have much to say.
not really.
What, did you run in junior high?
Yeah.
How about when did you start running? I know
Yeah.
kids all run, but have you liked to run all your life, whether it's just out on the playground or whatever?
Oh yeah, I've liked to run pretty much most of my life.
Mm-hmm. And from junior high, when high school, was there any question about you was going to run?
No, not really.
What do you enjoy most about running?
Oh, just all of it.
All of it? Gosh, I'd love to coach a guy like you. Any part of it. You've made some big steps from junior high to high school. What transition did you find the most difficult?
Probably the mileage and the workouts. They were definitely a bit more challenging than they were in junior high.
But you've adapted to the
Yeah.
3.1 and continue to go right there.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, good luck in the future. Well, I'm going to ask you, mom or dad run?
No,
Any older brothers and sisters?
no.
On your own?
Yep.
You're blazing a trail.
Yep.
Good luck. Keep going.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay, now we're going to switch over to, we got 7 gentlemen here, and you're number 1. You may remove your mask or you may keep it on, whichever you want to do.
My name is Calvin Kilgallen. I'm a freshman, and the most exciting part of the season for me was when I broke the freshman record at the Lebanon Invitational.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Great, your first meet you did that. Well, tell me, junior high to high school, what's the difference? I know distance, but anything?
The biggest transition is just like the amount of running I do, because in junior high, we'd maybe do like 3 or 4 miles a day, but it's so much more personalized and specific, and it's just a lot more rigorous than junior high. The training is.
How about the coaching? Yeah, this first year under the big bad varsity coach, does he really press you?
The coaches hold us to a high standard, but that's good. That pushes us, and it helps us become the best runners that we can.
You got a long ways to go in high school. You hope you continue to run. Of setting the record from a freshman already. They got records on all kinds of things. Your coaches keep records on everything. So I don't know, maybe what kind of shoes and socks you wear. Hold on, but they're going to hold you, like you say, at a high standard.
Yep.
And do you realize what that means for you, sophomore year, junior year, senior year, and thoughts of college?
Yeah. Honestly, I like having someone to push me to my limits, because it helps me do the best in running, and honestly in life as a whole. It holds me to a higher standard, and it'll just help me become the best person that I am.
Great attitude. Thank you, and keep running. We'll see you around here for a while.
Thank you.
I'm Joey Shoup. I'm a senior, and my favorite meet this year was Lebanon.
Why Lebanon?
I don't know. I really like the course. I pretty much always do well there. I mean, there's some fun rolling hills, and then, I don't know, it's just generally a fast course.
Has your mother and father been supporting you all the way along?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Very
What did they think when you told them they couldn't come to the meet? First one.
I mean,
don't say everything now.
I mean, they were kind of disappointed, but they understand.
Uh-huh.
I mean, just gotta do what you gotta do so that we can run.
Running cross country, do fans affect you?
Yeah, I would say so. The noise is like really helpful and encouraging. It's just better than like just being in your own thoughts when it's quiet.
And other teammates and the girls and so on along the course encourage you and so on?
Yes, sir.
Good. After this year, what next year?
Next year I'm going to go to college and study engineering. I don't see running in my future, but
You're going to be doing some studying.
Yes,
You're
sir.
going to engineering.
Yes, sir.
You picked a school yet?
I'm looking at Purdue mainly.
You'll do some studying. Good, high standards.
Yes, sir.
Great. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
My name's JD Flagg. I'm a sophomore. My PR is 16:34, and this year I'm really looking forward to the ECC meet. We're competing for the first time this year.
16:34, did you say?
Yeah.
It's pretty quick, isn't it?
I like to think so.
You like to think so. I think so too. What was your best time last year?
Last year I went 16:58.
So you've carved off 30 seconds, close to 30
Almost,
seconds
yeah.
on you. Yeah. So next year, Any goals for next year?
Next year, I want to look for sub 16 for sure and see if I can't go for a school record.
Great. What's school record here?
Fastest 5K.
What started you running?
Well, I realized football wasn't a sport for me because I was way too tiny. And my parents said I should try cross country because I wouldn't get hurt as much.
Thank your parents.
Yeah, and I tried it and I liked it.
Mm-hmm. Good. They said, hey, you're going to be in something. So, yeah. Well, how about the league meet? Are you looking forward to the ECC versus the G-Walk?
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. It'll be a very fun meet to try. Something different.
You got to taste the G-Walk last year.
Yes.
But you got the ECC this year.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, good luck and keep going, and you know, that record's within your reach.
Thank you.
Work on it. Good luck.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Chuis Trejo. I'm a sophomore. My PR is 1640, and I'm really looking forward for the district meet.
We just sent him out at 16 what?
1634, I think.
1634, and you're 1640?
Yeah.
And you're, did you say a senior?
A sophomore.
Sophomore?
Yeah.
Wow, what a pair you got going here, huh?
Yeah.
And you're not alone, you're surrounded by good. You realize how nice it is to run on a team that wins?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually really proud of it.
Yeah, that's so exciting. When every place you go, you're expected to do well and you got a shot of winning it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who started you running?
Who started me running?
Yeah.
My sister, actually. My sister ran cross country in 8th grade, and I was really interested about it. So then in 7th grade I started, and I was actually really slow, but then I got fast.
No, wait a minute. How was really slow?
17 for 2 miles.
Well, that's not real good, but
yeah.
Well, how did you improve that much?
Well, I started working hard, and Bob Duncan was actually my big coach. Yeah.
Yeah. He gets a hold of you, he'll work you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then your coaches here so organized, and what a big squad you have, and so on. Oh boy. Congratulations, good luck, and keep going.
Thank you.
1640.
My name is Nick Armentrout. I'm a junior. My PR is 1702, and I'm just excited to be able to train with my teammates and compete alongside them.
Well, they got to be excited to have you with them. You're at
1702.
1702. And we had a 1634 and a 1640 and a 1702. Wow, that's getting after it. How do you prepare yourself for a cross country meet?
For a meet, I decide to just kind of chill out. I want to be calm. Some guys, they want to be more hyped up and ready to go, whereas I feel like if I let my nerves kind of run wild, I get more nervous and I'm more prone to fail than I would be to succeed.
Do guys that are all hyped up annoy you?
No, I think everyone, they have their own sip of tea, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
For what it comes to racing.
Does your mom and dad run?
No,
okay.
Not really.
Any older brothers and sisters?
Yes, but they didn't run.
They didn't run.
I'm the only one in my family.
What got you going?
My mom made me, actually, in junior high. She didn't want me to go through junior high and high school without doing anything.
Super.
Yeah.
Congratulate her. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So she got you in the right thing. You think you'd have been excelling in any other sport as well as you've excelled here?
No. I always liked running. That was my favorite part of other sports, so it made sense.
Follow your dreams. Follow your desires.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, my name is Jacob Corbett. I'm a senior this year, and I think my favorite thing about this year is just all of us have a new sense of appreciation for just the opportunities we're given because of all the craziness in this world. And so it's just really nice being able to put in all the work knowing that it's going to pay off.
Anybody run your family before you?
Yes, actually, both of my parents ran.
I know,
yep,
I know.
Yep, they ran in high school for Centerville.
How good? What was your dad's time?
Has
he ever really told you? Have you
He
looked
has.
it up in the yearbook or anything?
He has. Actually, there's a few pictures of him in my house. I think he ran 16:15 or something like that. He ran at state, so did my mom. So they were both pretty good. So I got high expectations.
Got pressure too, haven't
Yeah,
you?
exactly. Definitely. But not really. It's fun.
Is running talked a lot at the dinner table, family, before meets, etc.?
At my house, yes, because I'm the youngest, and so everybody's kind of off at college, so it's just me and my parents. So we talk about it a lot, just the meets, and looking forward to what we've got this week. And they, of course, like talking about when they used to run. So.
Oh yeah, yeah, living through you again.
Yep, exactly.
What's your best time?
17:06.
Boy, 34, 40, 17:02, 17:06. Boy, what a great team!
Yeah, we've got a tight pack this year. It's a lot of fun racing together, getting the opportunity.
Challenging each other.
Yep, exactly.
I'm not going to ask you who started running, because I know, you don't eat if you don't run in this family.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, congratulations and good luck.
Thank you so much.
You.
Thank you.
Our final one.
Yes, sir. My name's Carter Davidson. I'm a senior, and my PR is 16:35.
34, 35, 40, 02, 04. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And I thought you was only a basketball player.
No. Try to do multiple sports.
Going to play basketball, I hope?
Yes, sir.
Yep. Going to run track in the spring?
Yes, sir.
What's going to be your event in track?
Track, probably like mid-distance to longer distance, so probably like 800, 4x8 mile, maybe 2 mile.
You strong enough to be on that team?
Yes, sir.
You hope so?
Can do anything they ask me to.
Well, tell me, when did you start running cross country?
I started in 7th grade.
I don't remember that, but go ahead.
Okay, so 7th grade, I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. I used to play football, but basketball has always been my love and passion. And I really didn't want to get hurt, like, tear an ACL or major injury in football. So I just kind of thought, you know what, let's try cross country. I'm pretty athletic. Let's try it out, see how it goes.
What did Grandpa think about that?
He was like, he supported me.
Did he?
Yeah.
He doesn't support you in basketball, does he?
No, he does. He supports me in everything.
Making the transition from another sport to this sport, how about mom and dad, and you got younger brothers coming up?
Yeah, for sure. I tried to influence one of my brothers, Spence, who's a freshman now, but he's kind of like he didn't want to do it. But I'll try and get my younger brother on the train for sure. To try and do cross country.
Got those locks growing out up there. I haven't
did.
seen you since you did that.
Yeah, this is the new edition.
It is. I'm surprised. Knowing your grandpa and your dad, I'm surprised you didn't shave it off.
Oh, trust me, they made many jokes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Carter, after high school?
Carter after high school, hopefully to play basketball or run cross country in college. And after I get my bachelor's degree in some sort of medical field, I hope to go to med school and hopefully become an orthopedic doctor.
Hi. Well, I'm going to tell you, you won't be looking for work because there's plenty of that stuff out there.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, good luck, and you got a good career going. Just keep it going.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Say hi to Mom and Dad.
I will.
Good. Well, that's the extension of our boys and girls cross the country. Coach, you got any last things that you want to say to us? Okay. Well, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Break your fast food habit at Kelly's Meats and Deli at 1001 West Main Street in Lebanon. Stop in for a quick lunch featuring made-to-order sandwiches, tasty sides, and mouth-watering daily specials. For dinner, Kelly's offers fresh-cut steaks, chops, and seafood, plus a variety of prepared dishes that only need to be reheated. You'll also find a large selection of high-quality wine and beer that can make any meal a special event. Kelly's Meats and Deli open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, now open for dinner Saturdays 6 to 9 p.m. And remember, we cater too.
An auto accident is a terrible thing to encounter. Oftentimes people look to getting their car taken care of, but they forget to take care of their body. At Lebanon Chiropractic and Fitness, that's what we do. We take care of your body with chiropractic adjustments, therapeutic massage, and therapeutic exercise. So if you've been involved in a vehicular collision, call our office at 933-9799 so we can take care of the body that counts.
Call now to schedule your free initial consultation, 933-9799.
Since 1954, Hardee's Interiors has been providing quality furnishings for homes in and around Lebanon, Ohio. Today, you'll still find quality antique and vintage furniture along with new made-in-America furniture of all styles. At Hardee's, you can create a mix of furniture and accessories that truly reflects your personality, all made to last a lifetime. Designers are welcome, and so are you. Hardy's Interiors at 208 and a half Wright Avenue or online at hardysinteriors.com.
Honorary Forest Ranger Betty White here, lending a hand to my dear friend Smokey Bear. Because for 75 years, he's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But there's a lot more to say. Like if you park your car on tall, dry grass, the hot exhaust pipe can start a wildfire. So keep the animals safe, especially the cute shirtless one. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
Welcome to the City Show. I'm Tom Russell, and today we are going to cover fall sports with girls tennis and boys and girls soccer, also boys golf. And with me today is the head boys golf coach, Todd Johnson. Todd, welcome to the show today. On a windy day here at Shaker Run, it's been an interesting beginning of the golf season. Kind of take us through what adjustments you've had to make because of the COVID-19.
Well, fortunately, being an outdoor sport, we haven't had to make too many adjustments. Mainly, we're not taking bus or school transportation. The kids and the parents are responsible for getting to and from all of our matches and tournaments. Other than that, just making sure that they have their masks on them, and we leave matches much quicker than we used to.
Is there anything on the golf course that has changed rule-wise with this COVID-19?
Yeah, so most of the golf courses that we're playing don't have the rakes out on the golf course, and the flag sticks have to stay in. So just one of the adjustments that the health department has recommended, and all the schools have followed.
But even with those changes, it was great to get the season in, because at one point in time, we didn't know what was going to happen with sports.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a work in process back in the spring to help get golf going again, and it's just great to see the kids be able to participate in what some of them is their last season of high school golf.
Yeah, it was sure great to get this season underway. New league. You left the G-Walk. You left a comfortable setting there because kids get to know golf courses a little better. How's the ECC been, and what have been the positives and negatives of the conference?
Well, the positive is we've got a set schedule. So we play 9 league matches. Unfortunately, that was 8 this year, with Walnut Hills not being able to participate during the season. But 8 set league matches, 2 tournament days. So essentially, that's half of our schedule. The coaches have been great. The kids have gotten to see a variety of different golf courses around Cincinnati area as opposed to Dayton.
So it has been an adjustment for your players and understanding, because you need to get comfortable with courses, and some of these have probably been new courses for your players to play.
Absolutely. So we played most of our rounds up in Dayton the last couple years, being in the G-Walk, and now moving to City of Mason Golf Center for our conference tournament. It's been an adjustment, but like I said, I like that the kids get to see a variety of golf courses. It really helps test their game on different venues and see where they stack up.
And it only helps you when you get towards the tournament, which we'll talk about here in a second, playing these different courses.
Right.
Looking at the overall season so far, you've completed, I think, your regular season. You'll get the tournament play. How has the regular season gone for you?
It's been up and down. We finished with a 7-4 record. We got rained out of our last match yesterday with Sycamore. But 7-4, even though it's a winning record, the goal is to get our team score down to a manageable number where we're competitive with the teams that are going to qualify through sectionals and districts in order to eventually get to the state championship.
So when you look now at the upcoming sectional, we were talking briefly before we did this interview. Can you kind of explain what's going to happen, because it's a little bit different than I think it has been in the past, as far as where you're going to go and how that process works?
Yeah, so our site hasn't changed. Our sectional is still going to take place at Yankee Trace. So we're still going to be with mostly Dayton schools. There's a new manager, Rob DeMint from Centerville, is running the event. We'll get our pairings this weekend, and we'll see who we're paired with.
So when that happens, then it will be played at Yankee Trace. You get out of the districts. Where do you go from there?
Districts has moved to Beaver Creek. It was rotating from Beaver Creek Golf Club and Glenview. it's going to be, I believe it's going to stay permanently for the boys at Beaver Creek Golf Club.
Okay. Well, Coach, it's about that time of the season where you start that second round, and so we want to wish you the best of luck in the upcoming tournament, and we'll be talking to you later.
Thanks for having me.
Also with us today we have 3 varsity players, and would you mind introducing yourself and your grade?
I'm Owen Mockabee. I'm a junior. This is my 3rd year on varsity.
Okay, Owen, when did you start playing golf, and who really got you influenced in the game?
I've been playing golf since I was in, I think, 1st or 2nd grade, so it's been a long time, and I really got into the game. My dad was watching the British Open between Tom Watson and Stuart Sink back when I was little, and I just sat down on the couch and started watching it with him, and ever since then I've pretty much been hooked on it.
That was 2 pretty good players to watch, and Tom Watson and Sink. What's the strongest part of your game, do you think?
I think it kind of depends on the day. I've been, I feel like in golf, for most people, especially me, you're always just kind of searching for trying to put everything together on the same day. It's hard to be consistent in every single part of your game, but I would say overall, the strongest part of my game is probably my short putting. Inside of 6 feet, I'm normally pretty good.
So what area, if you had an area to work on the most, what do you think that area of your game would be?
I would say for me, that's probably my irons, just being more accurate, because to give myself opportunities to really score well, getting it on the green and then moving on from there to getting it closer to the hole is going to be very important. If you're trying to get up and down all day, it gets pretty tough to score well.
So what yardage gives you the toughest with your irons? 150, 200, inside 100?
I would say inside 100 I've gotten a lot better this year. So probably like outside of 175 and longer, I tend to struggle to hit the green from that far out, which is something I definitely can improve on. And then from like 130 to 175, just getting it closer to the hole.
Favorite course you play all year?
Probably Heatherwood. We've played it twice. We played it, and it played a lot different each time we played it. The first time we played it in the Springboro Invitational, it was playing really tough. They had us at the back tees, and it was firm and fast, so it was a fun challenge to have.
What is your best memory of playing golf?
I've had a lot of great memories playing golf. My best memory from this year was probably when we played Anderson. We had just lost to them at the preseason conference tournament, so it was a match we really wanted to win, and we came out and we won by almost 20 shots, and I shot 1 under, and one of our seniors, Bryce Lambert, shot even par.
Well, that's a good round. That's a good round for you.
Thank you.
Well, good luck to you in your tournament play coming up, and looking forward to seeing you next year also.
Thank you.
Hi, give me your name and grade.
I'm Evan Vassy, and I'm a junior.
Okay, Evan, when did you start playing golf, and who influenced you?
I think when I started playing golf, it was more around it was only around 7th grade, because in my early life I was more of a football player, and that really took up most of my early life. But then when I really got done with football, I started looking towards golf, and my dad was a big influencer in that, and we always used to go out at Harmon, our local course, and we always used to play 9 there. It's only a 9-hole course, so we used to play that every weekend, and me and him would just go out there and be fun. And so I'm tired of losing to him. So
can you beat him now?
It's close. I gotta hope he has a bad day every once in a while.
Well, at least you're getting out on the course and playing. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What do you think's the strongest part of your game?
It's got to be my fairway irons. If it's anything above 100 yards, I can put it decently close to the hole. And it's just always been a fun part of mine and my game, and that's the stuff that I pride myself on.
Do you pitch the ball and get a lot of backspin?
Yeah.
So that part of your game then is pretty strong.
Yeah.
What could you improve on? What areas do you think needs the most improvement?
Probably my driver. I've never been really that good off the tee. I can admit that to myself, but yeah, my driver I've never really been the greatest with, but the more I work into it, the more I get out of it. So it's all about practice, you know. It's just the more you put in, the more you get out.
That's true, you know, and so you can go out here on a day like today and just work on those types of things for your game. Your favorite course?
I got to say it's Heatherwood as well. I just love the atmosphere around there, and it's a challenging course at some points in times, and it can be easy at some times, but I like that nice balance that it has, and it kind of brings in that you have to have your full game together to shoot decent score. Like on some courses you could have just your short game working, and that you could shoot good scores, and then you'd have just your long game going and you could shoot good scores. But with Heatherwood, you kind of need your whole game to come together to
You
shoot.
really do. It's a very challenging course. You know, I've played it a few times, and it will bring the best out in you.
Yeah.
What is your best memory of playing golf?
I think it's got to be last year when our other man Jackson, he's a sophomore, he was on the bus sleeping, and we all got up off the bus to leave, and we had to wake him up, and he grabs his bag to pull it out of his seat, and it got caught on the window, and his head of his driver snapped right before our match.
Oh, that's not too good.
No, not at all.
Can't drive with your putter though, can you?
No.
Okay, well, want to wish you the best of luck coming up here with your sectional tournament, and hope you do well and be able to come out of there and maybe head to the districts.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. Hi, give me your name and your grade.
I'm Connor West. I'm a junior.
Okay, Connor, what got you started playing golf, and who influenced you?
I've been playing for around 6 years now, and the funny thing is we were at a driving range, Southwest golf range, and we were playing putt-putt, and I asked my dad what was that spot over there, and it was tee boxes for the range, and he said it's a driving range. So we just took like a driver there and just messed around, and I was hooked immediately.
It is a game that you can get hooked on right away. What's the strongest part of your game, do you think?
It's been kind of switching between my irons from around between 160 and 140 and my chipping, but I was to say overall my best part is probably my chipping, since I'm able to I guess the word is I'm really good at shape shopping. So I can get it high, I can get it low, I can bump it, I can hit it so it just sits. So I'd say chipping's probably my best part.
Yeah, you hear on TV all the time, they're talking about shaping your shots and getting them, and that's exactly what they're talking about there. Areas that you could improve?
I would just say consistency with my driver.
You have to get off the tee.
Yeah.
I think if you see any on the pros, you know, if they, you know, those guys, if they don't get off the tee, they don't score very well, and I think that's a really important part of the game. So what do you think then with your game and going into the sectional tournament? How are you going to prepare yourself?
Mostly just getting out and playing, and sounds weird, but almost getting uncomfortable with it, so that like I put myself in uncomfortable situations, so when that situation might come, it doesn't feel as weird. So like, let's say I'm in a bunker where I don't want to be, I go out and practice those shots that I don't really like to, so that if I ever get into that situation, I'm like, oh, I've been here before.
That's good to know. Well, good luck to you in the sectional tournament, and hopefully that you guys can come out and get to the district.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, and your name and grade?
Jackson Rochelle. I'm in sophomore.
You're a sophomore, so you're one of the younger players out here. Who got you started playing influenced
My
you?
dad did.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a big golfer.
And so you played with him, or he got you started in the game?
Yeah. I play with him about, I'd say, every other day in the summer.
Now, can you beat your dad?
I have.
You have? Oh, well, okay. You don't brag about it though, do you?
Oh, I do.
Okay.
No, I'm
okay, that's good. That's good. So what is the strongest part of your game?
I would say my irons. I'm able to hit them pretty consistently in shape shots.
Okay, what yardage are you best from? The 175, 150,
100 to 125.
See, that's my worst shots from that area right there. So you're pretty good with that area.
Yeah, I'm pretty good right there.
Yeah, you have to be able then to shape that shot and get you some backspin when that ball hits the green there. Areas that you could improve on?
My distances, I don't hit the ball very far. And, you see some of the guys out here, they're hitting it almost 300 yards, and I can hardly hit it over 220.
So what do you think you have to do in order to improve that
You just
part
get
of your
stronger. It's pretty simple.
And
you have to drive the ball farther. You have to have better technique and be stronger.
And you're working on that part of your game plan right now. Your favorite course?
That's really difficult. I'd say Four Bridges. That's where I'm a member at. So I play that a lot. And say that's my favorite course right now.
What's the best part you like about that course?
It's very open, and people play very fast and get around in about 3.5 hours.
That's a pretty good clip if you can get around that fast on 18 holes. What is your best memory of golf?
My best memory would be making 3 straight birdies when we went to a golf resort in West Virginia.
Well, that's pretty good. 3 straight birdies in a row. That can get you a pretty low score.
Yeah, it was my lowest score ever.
Okay. Well, good luck to you in
you.
the sectional tournament. Hopefully you guys can get out of there and get yourself to the districts.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bob Pulte Chevrolet always gives you the best. Best price guaranteed. Best trade-in value. Best selection. Best financing on all new and pre-owned vehicles. See for yourself at bobpulte.com. And you'll love the Pulte price.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it. First impression. My way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self, and I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Talking with Coach Tom Zembic, Lebanon Tennis, both boys and girls. This is the time of the year for girls tennis. 2020, new year, weird year, new league. How's breaking into the ECC?
Yeah, it's a little more difficult than GWalk. It's we're 7-10 right now. We just finished the ECC tournament, which we finished 7th, ahead of West Claremont, Little Miami. The girls just participated Thursday and Saturday against Madeira, Fenwick, and Mercy McCauley, and finished first in their flight in the Greater Cincinnati Tennis Coaches Association. So we're very proud of them to do that. We had 2 seconds, 2 first. Both doubles took first, and we had 3rd place. So as a team overall, we won the team competition. But the competition is a little better than where we're at right when we were before in GWalk. When the Centerville sectional and the Mason sectional meet, it's usually the Mason sectional in districts, Mason sectional wins that. This year we've played 8 of the top 16 teams in our area right now, with Oakwood and Alter in Division II, and then Mason and Loveland, Anderson, Turpin, and Kings. So it's a little more difficult, but the competition will just make us better for sectionals.
Okay. Now, will you go Dayton sectionals or Cincinnati?
We stayed in Centerville sectionals, so there's 13 teams. Franklin, us, Middletown, Centerville, Beaver Creek.
Have you even seen any of those teams
Not this year. We've played them all in GWalk last year, but they're all about the same. We beat a couple of them last year, so we kind of have an idea. And some of those girls came back from Miamisburg, Centerville. Springboro is also in it. So it's a little struggle for us, but we'll compete with them.
Okay. So this league's a little tougher. Does that prep you for the tournaments going ahead?
It preps us. I think it prepped us very well for the Cincinnati tournament, playing Fenwick and Madeira, and also Mercer McCauley. So it just prepped us to play better. Also gave us time over the summer to really prep for that in terms of summer courts, and then also the schedule that we've played. It's been a difficult schedule, 7 and 10, but I think it just made them better over the course of the year.
You've been growing this program since you came here.
Correct.
Were you able to do that this year with everything that's gotten in the way?
We had 3 freshman girls, but last year we really saw the growth with 9 sophomores. So now we have 3 senior girls this year. So we're looking at the sophomores to take over for next year. Right now we'll have 1 senior girl next year and probably 6 juniors. So that's really going to boost us up for 2021, and then also when those girls are seniors at 2022. So yes.
Now, will your season finish about when it normally has in previous years, or a little later?
A week earlier. They've actually scheduled, the sectionals were supposed to be next Friday, but they've scheduled them for Monday. So that way a whole week to get the sectionals in first and second round. So they'll play those, we'll play Monday, and if we win Monday, we'll play again Wednesday. The Division II sectionals are Tuesday, Thursday.
What does your team need to do to be ready for a tournament?
What do they need to do? I think we've experienced that with the last Tuesday's ECC tournament, and then last Saturday's the Greater Cincinnati Tennis Coaches Association tournament. So I think that really built their confidence up on what they really needed to do and how they play the game. So we make adjustments in game. Whatever the other team's doing, we try to adjust back. So I think that really helped last week with the ECC.
Okay, so let's meet the team now. Go ahead and introduce your first player here.
Meredith Chin, first doubles.
Yep.
Hi.
Hi, Meredith. What grade are you in?
I'm a senior.
Okay. How long have you played tennis?
I've played since 8th grade.
Okay. What are you, first singles?
I play first doubles, and I've had the same partner since freshman year.
Okay, that's got to be great to work with the same person. I mean, as long as you get along, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What challenges have you had this year?
Well, we've only played second doubles up until this year, and we moved up to first doubles this year, so it's been a little bit harder, but I think we've adapted well.
So you're playing tougher competition this year. Yeah. Is this something you'll do beyond high school, or?
I'd like to do club in college, but I'm not going to be 100% focused on it.
All right. Why did you choose tennis?
I originally started so that I could get my gym credit and not have to take gym, but then I really fell in love with it.
That's great. Okay, thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
Come on in. Your name, grade?
Hi, I'm Katie Mainwaring, and I'm a senior.
All right. Katie, what position do you play?
I'm first doubles, and I play with Meredith.
Okay. Has she been all right to be around for 4 years?
Yeah.
Good. What's the advantage to being together for that long?
Well, by this point, we've practically read each other's minds. We know exactly what shots that we can get to and what the other partner can get to. So.
Okay. Are you better up close to the net or back?
I love the net. I absolutely love to volley, and especially some overheads every now and then. So.
And does she like to be back in the back, or
mostly?
Does she like the net too?
Depends on the day, really.
Okay, good. Thanks. All right.
I'm Lauren Purcell. I'm a senior and I play second singles.
All right, so second singles. Talk about the ECC and the competition that you've been facing.
It's definitely harder than it was last year to play singles. It's much harder serves to hit back and stuff like that.
You probably knew this coming into this year. What did you do to get ready for your senior year?
I really worked on my backhand. I knew I needed to work on that. I probably still need to improve my forehand, but...
Okay. Is this something, tennis is a sport for life, they say. Will you keep on playing going on?
Yeah, I would like to keep playing tennis. I started when I was in like 3rd grade, so I'd really like to play for the rest of my life.
All right, good. Thank you. All right.
Hi, I'm Jada Sieberling, and I'm a sophomore, and I play first singles.
All right. You're a sophomore playing first singles. Do you come up against maybe more experienced players a lot of times?
Yeah, I definitely do. Last year was my first year playing, and I went undefeated last year. So now, like, moving from the top of JV to first singles is like a big change. So it's a lot harder.
Okay. Have you been playing tennis for a while?
I used to play for like 1 year in 5th grade, and then I quit to play soccer, and then I got back into it last year.
What brought you back to tennis?
Well, my mom used to play in college, so I decided that I would, take after her and play some tennis again.
Okay. Now I know there's not supposed to be any coaching from moms and dads on the. Do they do a good job that way?
Yeah. My mom never comes up to me during a game, but in the car we'll talk about it. And then we'll go play on the weekends. So, but yeah, she doesn't really coach me that much. It's more just fun stuff to do.
All right. Can you beat your mom?
No, not yet. But I can. I know I can. I just haven't gone there yet. But last time. We had to go to a tiebreaker, but I'm almost there.
All right, good. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Maddie Brake, and I'm a sophomore, and I play second doubles.
Okay, Maddie, how long have you played tennis?
This is my 2nd year playing tennis.
And were you playing other sports before that?
Yeah, I played basketball for most of my life, but I didn't really like it anymore, so I started tennis.
Okay. You're kind of a tall tennis player, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Does that give you an advantage?
A little bit, I guess, because I have longer arms, so I can reach more.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you need to work on to get a little bit better for next year?
I definitely need to work on shortening my swing up because I usually take a long time, so then I end up reaching for the ball and then it doesn't go very well. So.
All right. Have you tried singles or have you always been doubles?
I've always been doubles. I played singles if I was just playing for fun, but never for the school. I've played singles.
What do you like about playing doubles?
You have someone to just kind of keep you going if you're not doing very well. So it kind of boosts your spirit a little bit and it's nice.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Allie Andrade, and I play second doubles, and I'm a sophomore.
Okay, so she's your partner?
Yeah.
So it's kind of tall and short of it, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm super short, and she's super tall, so I guess it works out.
Does she make you run all the balls down that are hit over your head?
I think it evens out pretty well. I'm pretty good at net, and she's really good at back, so it evens out.
Okay, what drew you to tennis? Why do you play tennis?
I played tennis. I started in 2nd grade, and I started playing tennis because my mom really wanted me to, because she did, and so did my grandpa. So.
Okay. Have you played club tennis or juniors or anything like that, or is it?
No, I haven't played any club. I was on JV last year too. So.
Okay, good. You stepped up to varsity this year.
Mm-hmm.
Has it been different?
It's definitely been different because I played 3rd singles last year, so doubles was kind of a new thing for me. But I honestly started playing it, and I think I like it a lot better. So.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right. Okay, your name?
I'm Emily Torres. I'm a junior and I'm third singles.
Okay. Emily, how long have you been playing tennis?
About 4 or 5 years now.
All right. Do you play other sports, or is this
No, this is the only sport I've ever played.
All right. What do you like about tennis?
It just helps me relax, surprisingly. Like, it's a sport that I can get my anger out. If I do get like angry at something, I just hit the ball and I get the anger out right away.
Okay. Do you have to worry about that a lot, or is
No, it doesn't happen that often. I don't get angry that much, so.
That's good. How do you like playing, varsity singles?
Yeah.
Did you come up against some pretty tough customers there this year?
Definitely. Like, I was on JV last year. Moving up from to varsity is definitely different. The competition's a lot tougher than I expected it to be. So.
Have you feel like you've grown over this year?
Yeah, I've definitely improved. I take lessons at Harper's Point by 2 or 3 instructors every week, so they definitely help me get better throughout the years.
What kind of things are you working on in those lessons?
My overheads, definitely. I struggle with those, my forehands. I use too much power, so I need to learn how to not hit the ball so hard and get it over the net instead of in the net. So it's definitely I've been getting better at not hitting the net though, so.
That's cool. So it sounds like you need to focus some of that energy that you've done, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. All right, good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Coach Terry Caddo here with the ladies soccer coach, Erin Edmonds, discuss the season that they've had so far this year. Hi, Erin.
Hi.
We'd like to just ask a few questions about basically with the pandemic, it's affected your training during the summer and the preseason trainings, everything. How did that affect you guys?
Yeah, it was definitely territory that none of us have ever been in. We've never experienced anything like that before. The beautiful thing is high school kids, they're super resilient, so it probably impacted us coaches and administrators and athletic trainers and everybody more than them. They just know to show up, hang out with each other, love each other, and keep playing hard. It really eliminated the summer, but it was the same for every team. So while it definitely was a challenge for us, we don't look at ourselves and feel sorry for ourselves. We just look at it as an opportunity to grow and learn to handle adversity and to come together when it counts.
Yeah, I know with the summer you have a lot of camps going on and a lot of pickup games, that type of thing that kind of put a nix on all that, to where you guys weren't able to do a lot of that stuff. Also, another challenge would be moving into the ECC this year. Moving from playing some of the top teams in the Dayton area to playing some of the top teams in the Cincinnati area. What's it been like moving into that conference this year?
It's definitely humbled us. It's a great conference. We've had nothing but positive experience. The losses we've faced have really challenged us to become a better soccer program. It's challenged the coaches to provide better resources for our players. The games we've won have been against teams that are generous, they're humble, they're hardworking. So we're grateful to be a part of the ECC. Definitely not to discredit the GWAC. We've had such great experiences there, but we've been humbled. It's a tough challenge to face some of these schools.
One thing that has helped is a lot of the teams that you're facing in the ECC, you usually schedule as a regular opponent anyways, with some of the top teams in Cincinnati also. So I know you're used to that competition, and you've always gone out and played some of the top competition in Dayton and in Cincinnati. Still playing some of the Catholic schools also. I know Cincinnati, you're still playing a lot of them. So it's been a challenge on the schedule, or you pretty much have the same.
Our goal this year, so we lost all of our GWAC games that were non-conference this year because the GWAC opted to just play within their conference due to COVID. So we picked up as many challenging games as we could. Our results reflect that. I mean, we definitely have won some games, but we've also taken some losses as well. But I feel like for us to grow as a program and to prepare for the tournament, that's what we have to do, is to play the best, to know what we've got to do to become the best. And we've always played Cincinnati schools because we've always been a part of the Cincinnati bracket for tournament. So it's been imperative that they see what we bring to the table when it comes to that tournament draw. It's been a similar schedule. We've picked up new challenges. Alter was an excellent team. We played them recently, and some of the other teams that we've grabbed along the way. It's been good.
Right. I know you probably see a lot of new opponents. I know everybody else is scrambling to try to fill their schedules also with everything that's going on. And your tournament draw, I believe, is this Sunday.
It is.
So,
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're doing the paperwork right now. We put up a good performance last night to try and, help where we get placed. We have 2 more games in the season, and they're tough ones. They're top 10 in the city ranked team. One's a top state ranked team. So again, that's just opportunity for us to grow during the season so we can bring the best product we can to the tournament.
right. Well, that's very good. All right, we're going to have a few of your players come up, introduce themselves, and talk to them a little bit.
Great. Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you. All right, just give me your name and position.
Hi, I'm Cheech Suberling. I'm a center defender, a senior.
All right, then what are some of your toughest teams that you feel that you've played?
This year we played really hard against Mason. I think because a lot of our teammates knew the girls on that team from club and from other school things.
Right.
But it was nice getting to play people that we know.
Yeah, it's always when you get Kings and Mason, you always have a lot of familiar faces on the field playing each other. So what are your plans after you get done soccer?
This year I'm going to play at Youngstown State University. I graduate early and I'm playing there in the spring.
That's good. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Sid Rigsby. I'm a senior and I play midfield.
You play midfield? All right. I'll ask you pretty much the same questions. What are some of the toughest teams that you've faced?
We played Milford a couple weeks ago and they were very, very physical and it's always a really tough game. And we know people on that team as well and they're a very, very good team. So
Right, so you're a senior, so you're seeing a lot of these teams that you usually see, but just not in conference. This year they're in conference. So what are your plans when you graduate here?
I'm committed to play Division I soccer at Bellarmine University and I'm also graduating early and going in the spring.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, hi. What is your name?
My name is Molly Lane. I'm a senior and I'm a midfielder.
Another midfielder, okay. Again, some of the toughest competition you feel?
Oh gosh, Milford's always a good one for us. This year we actually had to play our player down. So it was like a real battle for us. We really came together. It was just a really good experience.
That's always a challenge when you're playing a player down. So it's, and what are your plans when you graduate?
So after high school, I'm gonna plan to go to a Southern school, an SEC school in Rowe.
There we go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hi, what was your name?
Hi, I'm Danny Hicks, and I am a junior, and I play in the midfield.
A junior in the midfield, okay. Again, what teams have you faced that you feel have been some of your toughest competition?
So we played Anderson and Alter and Mason, which I all think brought really good things to the table and really showed us how well we can become as a team to work together and finish in the back of the net. We might not have won all of them, but we definitely played as a team and came together.
Yeah, you always grow by playing the better competition. So, and again, what are your plans for after graduation?
I plan to play soccer in college. I have not yet decided what school I want to attend.
You're still not time to do that yet.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Meeting with the men's soccer coach from assistant soccer coach Nate Imhoff with the Warriors soccer team this year. I guess the main thing we need to start out with, Coach, is how has the pandemic affected this year? I know it's been a rather strange year as far as that goes. So has it affected your preparations during the summer?
Yeah, I think the off season was probably the biggest challenge for us. Soccer being that it's a team sport, we're constantly around each other, and whereas being where we had no contact for the longest time, I know Coach Janes and I were trying to put together a summer program where we were able to have social distancing and that separation, but maintain some sort of community with each other. And I think in the beginning it was probably, hey, what are we going to do? But we did work through that. Utilized stations and practices where we could have a few guys that work together through the entire practice, but yet staying within our numbers.
Right, and I know that back in my days, we were able in the summertime, the boys always had pickup games that they arranged. Were you guys able to do that, or did that pretty much go by the wayside?
Yeah, for our summer workouts, there was nothing that was really 11v11 or just getting some sort of game situation. We weren't allowed to do any of that. So that was definitely a challenge when we started the season, especially with our first couple games, like we didn't know what we had.
Right.
And it was, say, first game out, it's kind of guys are throwing right in the fire, and we're learning on the fly with what we got.
Now, did you have any players that you were expecting back that were unable to play due to the pandemic?
Not due to the pandemic. All our guys stuck around and wanted to play.
Nobody opted out, so you were throughout. Now, the other challenge you had was going from the GWAC, where you had some of the best teams in the Dayton area, going into the Eastern Cincinnati Conference. You just jumped back into the fire with the best of the Cincinnati area.
Mm-hmm.
So that was and teams that you usually know. I know you're Anderson, Kings, and Milford, Loveland. These are teams that we usually schedule every year. But being in the conference with them this year, how was it for the going back into that conference and seeing new faces?
I think the quality is pretty much the same. We're running into some tough teams. We haven't seen them before, but I don't think that really affects our preparation. No matter who we're going to face, we want to win.
Right, and that's basically the same thing. When I was coaching, we always wanted to play the toughest competition. We're not to be, and like I said, the league you're in now, you're still going to face a lot of good competition in that league. And how about some of your? I noticed following the social media that you have some younger kids. Your JV team seemed to do real well.
Yeah,
and it looked like you had a lot of younger kids on your varsity this year on this squad. So how does it look for your future?
I think things look great for our future. We had very few returning players on varsity this year. The talent's there, just getting them some experience here, and I think going forward, things are definitely looking up for us.
That's good. That's from what I've seen so far. It seemed like they were looking good. I know it was a tough season to begin with here, and I got a couple games coming up here that maybe you guys can get on a little bit of a roll to get before tournament time starts up. So hopefully that'll get you guys going there in the right direction.
Okay.
I had the tournament draw, I believe, is this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So all right, we got a few players here that with the team. They're kind of come up. I'm going to ask you to come up here, introduce yourself and your class and your position.
Hello, my name is Kirk Rogers. I'm a goalkeeper. I'm number 1. Junior.
All right, Kirk. So you had a pretty good season. Had 4 shutouts, 4.5 shutouts, or 5 shutouts somewhere in that area.
I'm sorry, do you mean last year?
Yeah, this past year.
Last year we had 0 shutouts.
Yeah, 0 shutouts.
Yeah.
Last year. How about this year? How did you do this year on it?
Right now we've got about. It's been kind of off and on depending on the games, but because me and Barrett will split games sometimes, so it's hard to count what a real shutout is. But say we got about 2.5 each-ish,
right,
somewhere around there.
Right.
Shutouts. So.
Yeah, you guys did probably do some half and half type of deals. Okay. Yeah, that's good to see that you get some kind of good combination there that you're able to do.
Absolutely.
That type of thing. So, what, in your opinion, what are some of the things that you had a tough time adjusting to this year with seeing some new teams that you may not have seen in the past?
Getting adjusted wasn't really a problem. It was more of just what to expect going into the games, and especially this year, what we've really figured out is it's really hard to predict what a team's going to be like. There's some teams that'll beat them and then lose to a team that seems to be worse, and it's just kind of like it's off and on depending on the day.
Right.
But other than compared to last year, it's pretty much the same competition.
Yeah,
so there's a lot more teams this year.
A lot of the teams that are in the Cincinnati League, you guys played during a non-league schedule in the last years.
Right.
So you're not really, there's some familiar faces there. So what are your plans? You say you're a junior?
Yes.
This year? So you're coming back next year?
Yep.
As a senior? And how about your summer plans? You got camps or anything lined up that you're planning on attending?
Looking into the Air Force Academy, looking into Northern Georgia University as well. Looking to go military, play soccer maybe.
Right, there you go.
One of those academies.
All right.
Hoping that we can get a normal, or at least somewhat normal schedule going.
Right.
Compared to like the last 2 years.
Yep.
That was one of the biggest things that hit us was, again, trying to be more of a team and less of a starting to be like individual training sessions and stuff.
And a lot has to do in the summertime. A lot of guys go to different camps and things like that, which we weren't able to do this past summer.
Right.
So it's going to be hopefully a new in this coming year. you'll be able to get back to some sort of normalcy
Yeah,
on that. So
fingers
all right.
crossed, hopefully.
Yep.
Hopefully.
Thank you very much, Jake.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Plano Mavridis. I'm a junior and I'm the striker.
All right, you're a striker position?
Yeah.
How many goals do you have this year, Pendo?
5 right now.
I've scored 5 goals so far?
Yeah.
All right. And that's is that leading the team?
Yeah, right now we're leading the team.
Okay. All right. And how about you? Who do you think are some of your toughest competitions this year?
I think one of our tougher competitions was actually Alter, which was a game we actually won. In this conference, it's a competitive conference, and meaning that any team can win any game.
Right.
So there can be upsets. Although playing Alter was outside of our conference, I believe that was the toughest team we played, and that was our win. We won 1-0 over them.
Right. And I know you got a big challenge coming up with Dayton Carroll.
Yeah.
Dayton Carroll has traditionally been
an excellent team.
Extremely tough, difficult team. So
yeah.
that'd be good. So what are your plans for the future?
I just plan on going to some college ID camps through this winter and spring, and just working really hard so when I return next year, we have an excellent team and we can win the conference.
All right. Well, good luck to you, and hopefully, like I said, hopefully things get back to normal next year, and we have a good season.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Ilya Whitaker. I'm a senior, and I play center defender.
All right, center defender.
Yep.
So you get to run the defense in the back and basically control the field.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much a captain on the field too.
Mhm.
We're one of the captains. Okay. Yep. I know the center defending position is extremely important because you see the whole field and you make the calls for the defensively. And I'll basically ask you the same question: who were some of your tougher competition this year?
Yeah, so we had games like Milford, Anderson. There was Wyoming we had recently.
Right, traditionally strong
Yeah,
Cincinnati
traditionally
soccer
strong
programs
teams with good players, good talent.
Right.
And I mean, they're tough, but we kept it close. Like, we stand a chance. We're in this, and we've kept every game decently close.
Right. It looks like you
Just
were
haven't been
competitive
able
in
to
the majority
put
of
it
your
away.
games.
Yeah.
So that's good. And like I said, that speaks a lot for the defense and gets some pressure put on them and being able to keep games competitive and that type of thing. And what are your plans for the future?
Yeah, so I'm thinking of going to Ohio State, majoring in biochemistry. I'd like to play like rec soccer.
Right.
That'd be fun. I don't think I'll carry it out.
Play some club soccer up there or something of that sort,
Yeah.
right?
But I'm thankful for everything soccer's taught me.
Right.
It'll be sad to see.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm Barrett Moore, sophomore goalkeeper, number 0.
Okay, you split time. Okay, you
Yes,
split
sir.
time here with. Okay, how about you? How about you feel that you had a strong season this year?
Yeah, we've had really hard competition, and obviously you're never going to get a shutout every single game, but I feel like me and Kirk, we do our best, and with the well defense and everyone else around us, we compete with any team, and especially when it comes to saving shots and anybody, we've had a pretty strong season.
That is goalkeepers. The goal is to always try to keep a clean slate and try to hope that something happens on the field to give you guys an edge somewhere. So, but what are your plans for the future then?
I still have 2 more years of high school after this, so hopefully I get to play with this team 2 more years and make playoff pushes, and hopefully the dream is get to play college soccer, if it's rec level or the top level, whatever.
Right. So this is your sophomore year. So you guys got both you coming back in next year. So it looked like a good experience for you guys this year. You plan on doing any summer camps or anything?
I was very fortunate to make a very competitive club team this season, and it's going to be a lot of traveling and training, which is good. It's going to push myself to work with Kirk come next season and push each other to get better.
Right. That's huge. Anytime you can get onto a good club program, and that helps tremendously. All right. Well, thank you very much, Barrett.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.
Hey, that's a wrap. Thanks for joining. We'll see you again real soon.